Let's say, for example, we have a number that's written in scientific notation, and we want to write it in standard notation. Let's take, for example, 1.7 times 10 to the power of 5. Well, we know that when we multiply by 10, we generally add a 0. So if we're multiplying it by 10 5 times, we're just going to add 5 zeros. So let's do that. We originally have 1.7, which is also equal to 1.7000000, on and on. So if we say we want to multiply and we add a 0 each time. So if we have 1.7, we're moving the decimal point here. So that's 17. So that's 10 times 10 to the power of 1 times 10 to the power of 2 times 10 to the power of 3 times 10 to the power of 4 and times 10 to the power of 5. So what we've done here is we've just moved the decimal point over 5 times. So generally, if we say we want to write something from scientific to standard notation, and it's a big number, for example, let's take 1.3 times 10 to the power of 4, we're just going to move the decimal point over 4 times. So if we have 1.3, that would give us 1, so we'd move the decimal point over 1, so it'd be 13 twice, 3 times, 4 times. So that's down here. Let's say we have a number that's smaller than 0. Let's take, for example, 2.1 times 10 to the power of -4. Well, in this case, we're moving the decimal point over the other way. So let's do that. 2.1 is also equal to 0.0000000 2.1 times 10 to the power of -4. So we're just going to move this 000 over. So 0.00000 2.1. We have the decimal points here, so we're moving it over to the left 4 times. So let's say 1, 2, 3, 4. So we would figure out that that is actually equal to 0.00021. So in this case, what we just have to do is move this decimal point over 4 times. So let's say we take another number, and it's going to be 3.2 times 10 to the power of -5. We want to move this decimal point over 5 times. So therefore, we would get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the 2, because that was already on the other side. So generally, every time we're multiplying by 10, we're just moving the decimal point over. So if we have a negative power of 10, for example, 10 to the power of -5, we move it over to the left. And if we have a positive power of 10, then we move it over to the right.